Children, welcome back to another video of mine. Today we are going to look into the important concepts related to the last geography chapter of class 10, that is lifelines of Indian economy. Children, this video is divided into two parts. In part 1, we are going to look into all important concepts related to roadways, railways and pipelines. Now children, first let's understand what is meant by transport. Transport means movements of goods and services that can be over three important domains of our earth, that is land, water and air. Based on this, transport can be classified into land, water and air transports. So let's discuss them one by one. Roadways. India has one of the largest road network in the world. In India, roads are classified in the following 6 classes according to their capacity. Well children, this is a very important board question. So while studying this, you should understand what are the different types of roads, which places does it connect, and also which authority maintains them. So shall we look at them one by one? The first one is Golden Quadrilateral Superhighway. This connects the most important network, or let's say this is a network of highways which connects the 4 top metropolitan cities like Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Mumbai. These highway projects are being implemented by the National Highway Authority of India. The main objective of these highways are to reduce time and to have a better connectivity between the different metropolitan cities. Now let's look at National Highway. The national highways are a network of trunk roads that are laid and maintained by the Central Public Works Department. The historical Sher-Shah Suri Marg is called the National Highway number 1 between Delhi and Amritsar. State highways, roads that link the state capital with different district headquarters are known as state highways. These roads are constructed and maintained by the State Public Works Department. District roads. These roads connect the district's headquarters with other places of the district. These roads are maintained by the Zilla Parishad. Other roads. Rural roads that link rural areas and villages with towns are classified under this category. These roads receive special impetus under the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Now we come to the last one, border roads. Border roads, organizations construct and maintain roads in the bordering area of the country. This organization was established in 1960 for the development of road of strategic importance in the northern and northeastern border areas. Roads can be classified on the base of the materials used for construction. Roads which are made out of cement and concrete are called as metallic roads, and they are also all-weather roads. The next type of roads are those which are made of mud and stone. They are called unmetallic roads, and these roads go out of use during the rainy season. Now let's look into the problems faced by the road transport. Number 1, in terms of volume of traffic and passengers. Number 2, most of the roads are unmetallic and they get damaged during the rainy season. Number 3, poor maintenance of national highways and bridges. Number 4, the roads are so congested in the city and they are lacking safety measures. Now let's look at the next lifeline of the Indian economy, that is railways, children. Now, railways are the principal mode of transportation for carrying huge loads and bulky goods for a long and short distance in India. How is this so, children? Let's have a look. Number 1. Economic development of a region depends upon a dense network of rail transport. Number 2. They link areas of production with that of consumption, agriculture with industries, and village with towns and cities. Number 3. They also help in the development of the three sectors, that is the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary. Number 4. They help in the industrial development by assembling of raw materials and distribution of finished good. And the last one, number 5, they help in regional development. Now let's look what are the problems faced by the railways. Number 1, many passengers travel without ticket. Number 2, they damage and steal railway properties. Number 3, some passengers unwantedly pull the railway chain, which can cause lot of damages to the railway department. Other than this, there are some other problems faced by the railways. Let's look at them one by one. Construction of bridges is required across the riverbed for laying down the railway lines. In hilly terrain of Peninsular region, railway tracks are laid through low hills, gaps and tunnels. The Himalayan mountain regions are unfavorable for the construction of railway because it is elevated, and even it is very difficult to lay railway tracks in the sandy plains. Now let's look the reasons behind the growing importance of road transport over rail transport. Number 1, the cost of construction of roads is much lesser than railway line. Number 2, roads can cover more geographically harder location that cannot be done by railways. Number 3, roads can negotiate high gradients of slopes and can be easily built in transverse mountains such as Himalayas. Number 4, road transport is economical. Number 5, it provides door-to-door service. Number 6, road transport links between rail transport, air transport, and sea transport. Now let's look at the next lifeline of Indian economy, that is the pipeline. Children, pipeline is a network, or let's say pipeline transport network is a new arrival on the transportation map of India. What is the use of this pipeline? Number 1, to transport crude oil, petroleum and natural gas from the oil and natural gas field to refineries, fertilizer, etc. To transport the solid, which can be converted into slurry. And also the idea of having far inland locations of refineries and gas-based fertilizer was possible only because of this pipeline transportation. The next thing is looking into the merits and demerits of pipeline. First, let's look at the merits or advantages of pipeline. Number 1, to transport liquid and solid slurry from faraway location. Number 2, subsequent running cost after laying down the network are minimal. Number 3, it also rules out transshipment of loss and delays. What are the demerits? The high cost of laying the pipeline. Second demerit is, or the minus point is, pipeline can burst or can have leakage, leading to wastage of valuable resources like water, mineral oil, etc. Now let's look at the 3 important network of pipeline transportation in India. Children, please understand this is also a very important board question, so please learn them well. Number 1, from the oil fields in Upper Assam to Kanpur. Number 2, from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab. Punjab. And the last one is from Hazira in Gujarat that connects Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh. Well, children, we have come to the end of part 1 of this chapter. Hope you have got a clear idea about all the important concepts that is related to roadways, railways and pipeline. The remaining part of this chapter can be seen in part 2 video of mine. Till then, take care and bye.